Hey everybody, it's Jasmine and today I have a new review for you guys. Now this has been highly requested by tons of you, even though I have plenty of videos, I think 7 or 8 videos on my channel using this brush set in particular, but you guys have been requesting for an in-depth review, and this is as in-depth as I'm going to go because I've already said in many of my tutorials that I really enjoy these brushes, and so I'm just going to talk about them and really go in depth on how I use all the brushes. So I hope you guys really enjoy this video, and let's just get started. First and foremost, let's look at the brushes. Now the brushes come in a brush holder and the whole entire retail price is $10.55. Now this is part of their Paw Paw charity line, so part of the proceeds are going to be donated to animals, and I think that's really, really nice, and I've seen on their Instagram that they actually do donate. So, you know, having something that's really good quality plus the portion goes to charity really speaks volume to me. I really like that, and you know, it's just helping animals in need. We love animals. There are a total of 10 brushes in this set, so 10 brushes, $10.55. That's $1 each, plus you get the brush holder. Like, this is a good brush holder, you know, it's very similar to that Sigma brush holder, but you didn't hear it from me. Now, if you do notice on the ShopMissA website, this brush set just comes in a set itself, is not sold separately. The brushes are not sold separately, the case isn't sold separately, everything is together. And I think that is kind of a drawback for those who are just looking for that one blending brush. But I assure you that you will be using and utilizing these brushes some way or another just because they're so versatile. And you can't have enough blending brushes in my opinion. Like, yes, you can have like eyeshadow brushes and all that stuff, highlighting brushes, but in a sense, like everything that you actually use for your full face is a blending brush. So in my opinion, I think that this set is very well worth it. I'm gonna go ahead and read you guys the claims straight off the website just so you guys can get a clear understanding of what these brushes are about. Now it says they are very soft eye brushes that blend shadows beautifully, and smaller ones are great for doing details around the eyes. The firmly secured bristles are there for minimal shedding, and the brushes are synthetic, meaning that it's cruelty free, gluten free, and vegan, and it's also latex free, so they're hypoallergenic and they're antibacterial, so definitely some really good stuff. The brushes are wooden handled, and I know I mentioned in my last ShopMissA brush review, the faux mink brushes, that I said that those brushes are really light. These ones have a bit more weight to them, so they feel a little bit more luxurious. I think that's just because this part is metal. I don't really know. These just feel heavier. They're designed in the US and manufactured in PRC. What is that? I googled it. It says PRC is Professional Regulation Commission. Okay. It's a 3-man commission attached to the Department of Labor and Employment. Okay, cool. Easily clean with mild soap and water. Always clean new beauty tools before first use. So basically what they're saying is once you get this brush set, to wash it before you use it on yourself. I didn't read that when I first got it, but I mean, I've already washed it 2 to 3 times. I already said in the video that you will watch after this intro that the brushes have not shed on me. They've stayed intact, and I actually really like it. You will see in the demo of me holding up the brushes, and they are stained because I didn't deep clean them before I showed you the brushes. I actually just used like a makeup brush cleaner, like those quick dry ones. So they're not deep cleansed, they're just sanitized, but they're still stained. So I hope you guys really enjoy the demo portion of this video, and I'll see you guys in the outro. Since I already uploaded a brow routine pretty recently, I'm just going to zoom through my eyebrows but still give you guys my opinion on the brush. Now I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Dip Brow in dark brown. Now this brush is the E133. I have been testing these brushes out for quite some time. You know, I've had 8 videos using these brushes, I think 7 or 8 videos, and I've also been using them off camera, so I've really just been putting them to the test. And this eyebrow brush is actually really nice because, as most of you guys may know, my favorite type of spoolies are the ShopMissA spoolies, and I'm glad that this one came dual-ended. So I'm just gonna go in and carve my brows out as usual. Now this brow brush is thicker than I would prefer, but with that being said, although it is thicker, the lines that I'm getting are still very precise. And that's kind of what I like in any type of brow brush, because I notice that sometimes the bristles can be a little too, I guess, frayed. Like they just and the brush is no longer holding its shape. It's no longer firm, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. And this one stays in its shape even though I washed it a couple of times. And that goes for all the brushes. I washed them about 2 to 3 times and nothing has shed, nothing has basically altered, and I think that's really, really great. And I know that's a frequently asked question when I do review brushes, because no one wants to buy brushes that just shed. That's just a waste of money. I'm sure you could even get away with doing your eyeliner with this brush, because it does create really nice, precise lines. But so far, this is what I have now. This is just a dip brow pomade on my eyebrows. I do go in with a brow powder, but as you could see, like, no brow pomade is out of place. So I really don't feel like I have to go in with concealer today for my eyebrows, but we might because there's a concealer brush in this set. So I am gonna use the same exact brush for my brow powder, but the cool thing is like, it doesn't hold so much product, you know, but it carries enough just to fill in my eyebrows, so I can actually just go straight into my brow powder. I want my brows to be really dark today, so don't judge me. I'm just going through a phase where I like my brows really dark. Although I don't really need it, I'm just going to do it so you guys can see the brush in action. I'm going to go ahead and line the underside of my brows with concealer. Now they do provide a concealer brush, which is actually really, really good. Compared to my other concealer brushes that are just like flat shader brushes like this, this one is just a little bit more firm, which is a good thing because it makes your application of any liquid products really precise. This number is E131, and this brush is also multifunctional because you can also use it for eyeshadow. I personally don't use these type of brushes for eyeshadows, but just in case you don't know like what to, you know, use this brush for, you have 2 options. So I'm just gonna go in with just a little bit of concealer. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. And I'm just gonna go ahead and line that brow. I have 2 brushes in the set that look almost identical, but I mean, I'm not mad at it because I can get use out of both. Now I have both E129 and E128. Now on the website it says E128 is a pink mini taper blending brush. It blends out inner and outer corners with precise blending. E129 is a pink flat shader brush for controlled application of eyeshadow on the lid, and it's great for blending out the crease. Since I think both of these brushes are so similar, I'm just going to be using E129 just because I only use this for one purpose. And so for the eyeshadow palette today, I'm using my Everchanging eyeshadow palette, which is from Juno&Co. And what I like to do is I like to take this white shade right here and I like to pack it onto my eyes. And this is just going to set my eyelids and prep it for eyeshadow application. Now let's get into the eyeshadow. Now I actually really enjoy this particular brush. I think that this is a great runner-up to my Sigma E40, and that brush I use in a lot of my tutorials, like maybe all of my tutorials, but this one is just a great affordable, it's comparable, it's not a dupe, it's comparable, it works just as well. but this is the E127 on the website. It says it's perfect for blending out the crease and outer corner or outer eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna go ahead, start with my transition shades. And I am just going to pop this into my crease. And this will be a great time to note that in general, the brush hairs on all these brushes are extremely soft. Now I know in general, white-haired brushes tend to feel a little scratchy because I think they're made out of like goat hairs or something like that. But these ones are definitely like super soft. Like they feel like, what do they feel like? It feels like you took a cotton ball and you're just applying your eyeshadow with a cotton ball, but very gently. They do provide a smaller blending brush. This one is the E130. This is a medium blending brush. It blends out your eyeshadows effortlessly with more precision. Now that's exactly what I'm going to use this for. Now in my eyeshadow palette, I'm just going to take this orange shade right here and I'm just going to pop this into my outer corner and then blend it towards my inner corner. This brush, the hairs are a little bit more tightly packed, but it still gives you enough wiggle room to really blend out and blur the shadows with each other. So it's really nice, and as you can see, it really picks up the pigment and it applies it exactly where I placed it. Now in general, I like to apply shimmers with my fingers, but I think I am gonna go in with the 128 I give in just because I wanna show you guys the application. I'm gonna take this rose gold shade and I'm gonna pop that right on the lid all the way out into that orange. I don't want this pink to be too overpowering just because I'm about to go to class. You know what I mean? I don't wanna show up super glam. I'm gonna go in with the E130, the one that we had our orange on. I'm not gonna dust off the orange, I'm just gonna go straight into the purple. And we are going to apply that right where we place that orange. So the purple and orange are going to marry each other. Yes, I love, you know what I mean? This set contains a very small blending brush. Now this one is E132. This blends out your eyeshadows with extreme detail for those hard to reach areas. So in case you need to do a halo eye, or if you have small eyes like me, this brush will be pretty practical for your lower lash line. And so I'm just gonna go in with that orange shade and I'm just going to drag this all across my lower lash line. This brush is also ideal if you want to apply some color in your inner corners or the bridge of your nose. This brush is pretty universal. It's very similar to the Sigma E30. Out of all the brushes in this collection, I think that I was the most surprised for this brush. This is the E134. This is their pink pencil brush. It's perfect for smoking out your waterline, lash line, or intensifying the crease. I personally really love detail brushes like this because I, an Asian woman, am always looking for small detail brushes just because it's easy when I want to apply eyeshadow as eyeliner, when I want to do like avant-garde drawings on my face, or in this case, I like to go really close to my lower lash line when I want to intensify the look. So I'm just going to take a dark brown with this brush and I'm going to line right at my lower lash line. And what I love about this brush is that, like the brow brush, it does not fray, it doesn't poof out, and it just stays in its nice pointed shape. E126 is the large blending brush. Now you could use this to blend out your crease or anything like that, but I feel like this is a little almost too big for my eyes. So what I use this for is actually to overall just blend everything out. But since I am content with the way the top eyelid is looking, I'm gonna use this brush to blend out the lower lash line. So I just have a little bit of my transition shades on this brush, and I'm just going to run this at the very edge of my lower lash line. The last brush that we have is the angled brush. Now this is perfect for blending out your crease or applying color onto the eyelid. Personally, I don't like angled brushes like this to blend out my crease. I just think that these brushes are perfect for nose contouring, and so that's exactly what I'm going to use this brush for. I'm just going to go on the sides of my nose and contour it. But obviously if you like this for your crease and everything, go ahead. This is a blending brush set, but I just personally never find much use out of these particular brushes other than for my nose. Alright you guys, I was at this video. Hope you guys really enjoy. Now I hope this video actually helped you guys kind of differentiate between the different brush sets on their website. And I do notice, because I have their website right in front of me, I do notice that a lot of their brush sets normally are a majority face brushes, and if you're just looking for something exclusively eyes, this is the brush set for you, just because it has everything that you need to complete an eye look. And I mean, you saw it here, I did a whole eye look using all these brushes. I just think that these brushes are top notch. You know, they're put together very well. Like the brushes are not too tightly packed, they're not too dense, but they're not too flimsy either. And I just think that that's perfect when you're trying to blend out eyeshadow, especially if you're a beginner, especially if you don't want to spend those big bucks. This is only a $10 set and you're contributing to charity. So in a sense, it's kind of like a win-win situation, and I feel like ShopMissA brushes last you a really long time as well. I do own 3 brush sets in general. I own the high def brush set, which I think is like one of my all-time favorites. I own the foam ink brush set, which I think is great if you're looking for face brushes and then a few eye brushes here and there. And then I own this one, which I think is pretty much a staple, because if anything, I think that eyeshadow and blending is something that we all can improve on. You know, maybe you guys think that I blend really good, but I think that I can improve. So anyway, I hope you guys really enjoy, and you know, since it is the end of the video, I don't want to rub like me being an affiliate in your face, but if you do want to help support me and if you want to, you know, help a sister out, then you can shop on my affiliate link. All you gotta do, because I know I get a lot of questions, all you gotta do is click the affiliate link, and then once you make your purchase on that link, I will get a small commission. And so I hope you guys, you know, at least check these brushes out. You can use the affiliate link if you want. If you don't want to, no one is here to pressure you. No one's here to pressure you. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Peace out, Girl Scouts.